Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Scott from Drenalin Adventures here. As you can see, I already had to deal with a bit of a blockade in the road. It's going to happen, I guess. I'm going to maybe have to think about buying a chainsaw. Time, as they say, is money, and it's not that my Lynx cross saw can't handle it. It's just that it took me a lot of time. I'm pretty wiped out after doing that. But tonight I'm going to set up camp. I'm going to make some smash burgers for dinner. I was going to go for a mountain bike ride. I'm not far from the trails, but I don't know if I'm going to have time for that, or the energy for that matter. But regardless, it's going to be great. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow morning I'm going to get up, have a nice breakfast, do some mountain bike riding, and it's going to be great. So if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. If you like these videos, I really appreciate it. If you give it a thumbs up, I appreciate it even more. So finally, I got this cut. It's time to go find a campsite. Okay, I could have done a better job, but I think we're clear through here. The grass is like 2 feet high. You can see the ruts in the road. Luckily, there's a strong wind. There was a big storm that came through this area last night, so I'm not surprised to actually come across some downfall. It's a beautiful area. It's going to be thick in the woods. I got to hopefully find a spot with the truck, and the wind is supposed to be basically blowing all night, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the drone up, but at least it will help keep the bugs down. I have some friends' property that I have access to here. There's no camping in any campgrounds in the area, or still because of COVID. So I'm on some friends' property. They have hundreds of acres here in southern Ontario, and I'm going way back in their property to find a nice secluded spot. Just me, no ridge on this trip or scout. The trails that I'm going to be on, you got to have your dog on a leash. It's no real fun for ridge, and I mean, most trails you do have to do that, but occasionally there's some that you can get away with. So it's just me, no dogs. The sun's going down to my right, so hopefully I can find a spot lining up against these trees here, so I'll have some shade tonight. in the morning. I don't mind. I'm up early, so I'll have breakfast done before it gets too hot and be off biking. Beautiful bush here. Lots of hardwoods, not a lot of pines or anything. Be a great spot in the fall. A lot of deer and turkey out here. Oh, speaking of, there goes a deer right there. So I added something to my setup this time around. I got a sport rack for the back of my truck. It goes in the hitch. It carries up to 500 pounds. I have two big storage containers up here, but there's nowhere near 500 pounds worth of gear in it. I have the propane tank, and I have some of my stove fuel in here. Last trip I did, had a lot of stuff inside the cab, the back of the truck. And I found that even when I got to camp, it wasn't a big deal to take everything out. But if I was going to do this more frequently, I want to be able to just get to camp, be able to pull the extension out and just be able to crawl in bed if it's late or it's raining and that sort of thing. So this trip, I just have all my bedding in there, so it's pretty much set to go. I just have to pull out the extension, and there's no fuel, there's no tools, there's nothing back there. It's just bedding and my clothes and that sort of thing. And here I have some of my cooking stuff and some fuel and that sort of stuff, the propane tank. So this way here, I can just take these off, set them aside, pull it out, and I'm pretty much set to go. So that's the real change since the last video I did. I'm really happy with it. Like I said, it's not very heavy. Never even really noticed it off the back of my truck. I got an F-150 4x4, it's stock. There's no lift kit on it or anything else, and it's not like I have to worry about bottoming out on the roads I've been going on lately. If I get a little more adventurous later on, maybe I'll have to rethink it, but right now it's been working fine. So I'm gonna take these off, set them aside, pull the extension, get the camp set up, and then go from there. These storage containers I have are perfect for it. They have little slits on top here just for the straps. So I'm pretty happy how it fit on there. So another great thing about these things is they're waterproof, so it rained a little bit on the way up. Water's sitting in here, but the way they're designed, everything stays nice and dry inside, so it works out good. I'm going to try to leave this on and see if I can use it as storage and stuff as I'm working. So I'm going to have to climb up in here just to take the extension out. And I'm only 200 pounds and this holds 500. Well, I think one of the nice uses for the rack will be kind of a work table area, especially for cutting firewood. So I'm going to cut this up before I get into dinner or anything else, just so I have it out of the way. I've already cut a bunch of wood just to get here. Might as well just get it out of the way and be able to relax a little bit later. So I pretty much got my camp set up. I have my firewood cut, I have a table set up, all my gear pretty much organized, my camera gear organized, and it's already past 8 o'clock. So it's kind of nice though, the sun's dipping past the trees and I got a good hour of kind of diffused light. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, sitting by a nice campfire. Thanks for joining me. We're gonna have a late dinner tonight. It's gonna be smash burgers. Basically gonna fry them up, no charcoal on this trip. So I'm gonna fry them up in my griddle. I have a 3-burner Camp Chef here that I've been taking with me on my pickup truck camping adventures, and it's been working great. So tonight I'm gonna fire it up. That way I can grill the burgers on there, kind of grill the buns as well, saute some onions, and I'll show you kind of how I'm gonna make this. It's gonna be an amazing burger. It's gonna go really nice with a beer, sit by a campfire, and that'll probably be a wrap for tonight. And just sit back and enjoy because it's been a long day. So here, let me show you how I'm going to whip these together. Okay, I had to wash my hands, get those somewhat clean anyways. And now I'm going to, I got a white onion. I'm going to slice up, put that on the griddle, saute these up. Burger's always better with onion. I love onions, so I think everything's pretty much better with onions. So up here, nothing too fancy. Just gonna saute them like that. I think one of my last videos, somebody commented like it was meant to be like a commercial because I have you know, labels showing and that sort of thing. I can assure you President's Choice doesn't sponsor Drenalin Adventures. So I just, if I'm, you know, putting stuff out for the camera, I mean, I don't know, you might as well see what I'm using, right? So this is some avocado oil. And no, I don't get any money or endorsements from President's Choice. That's a Canadian thing. I don't know if it's theirs. You guys are wondering what that is, it's a grocery store. Okay, anyway, it's got my white onion cut up. Griddle is getting warm. I always ideally would like to know if it's flat. It looks pretty good, but I don't know. Usually I put the oil on and find that it's just sliding off one side or whatever. So anyways, I'll throw a little oil on there. Yeah, it's coming toward this way now, but it's not too bad. And then I'm going to smash some ground beef that I've had specially blended for this. Ground beef's going to go on there. Got a special concoction I want to show you. If you're going to make burgers, instead of bringing all the condiments, here's a pro tip. Put it all together. Mustard, mayo, ketchup all together. I'm going to spin that up. I'm going to cut a dill pickle up, throw it in there. That's going to go on a grilled bun, sauteed onions, a nice couple of slices of cheddar cheese. It's going to be awesome. Okay, dinner is finally ready. The frogs and toads certainly have noticed and they're decided to start singing and making a whole lot of noise. Hopefully you can hear me. So, here we go. We have our bun, nice and toasted. I'm gonna put a nice layer of my sauce on there. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Put Burger on there. Burger on there. Sauteed onions. Oh boy. Oh, it's been a long day, guys. I hope you appreciated this so far. That, I don't know if you can see that there. That looks pretty good. Cut that. Woohoo! Put that on the cutting board. Well, this is a well-deserved beer and dinner. It's been a long day. It's got to be getting close to 9 o'clock. Oh. I brought this Bayside Honey Cream Ale because my son Griffin thinks it's funny that mountain bikers are beer snobs, and this one has a bike on it. He watched the video on YouTube not too long ago about a pretty popular mountain biking channel, and it was all the obvious quirks of mountain bikers and the plaid shirts and the IPA and the coffee snobs and all that stuff, and talking about size of bike tires and that sort of thing. And he thought it was pretty funny. So he says, "Dad, you got to get beer with a bike on it." So I found some Bayside Cream Ale and thought I'd bring it on this trip. I'm gonna have my burger now and kick back and get a fire going for you guys and just enjoy the rest of the night because it's going by quick. Oh boy, let's see this. Oh, a little bit of dirt. That's not gonna hurt that. Oh man.